Yellow Productions presents
a video review of the Andaz San Diego, downtown San Diego in the Gaslamp district. I'm Chris. And today we're going to show you everything you need to know if you're interested in staying in this hotel. We'll show you the common areas of the hotel, the neighborhood around the hotel, which is the Gaslamp district, and we'll show you the inside of one of the rooms. Actually, not just any of the rooms, one of the suites. This is the Andaz Suite, and it's what you confirm with a Diamond Suite upgrade. The Andaz is a 7-story brick building located in the heart of San Diego's Gaslamp district. It's located on F Street between 6th and 7th, just 2 blocks from Horton Plaza. The entrance to Horton Plaza is this parking garage right down there. The hotel's lobby, like most Andaz's, is a fairly plain, non-exciting space, though they did have a neat Christmas tree when we were checking in because it was the holidays, and they also had free hot apple cider, coffee, and infused water. The hotel has a very funky vibe and aesthetic. Just check out this staircase heading down to the basement level. I mentioned that Andaz's are funky. They've even got a funky little ATM. I guess if you don't have enough money for drinks, well, right here on the rooftop, right out in front of the restaurant, there's this little ATM on the wall. Pretty cute. After you've had some drinks, maybe before, I don't know. Just over this way is the fitness center. Let's go ahead and check it out. Come inside. It is a small fitness center. Couple ellipticals, treadmill, a couple treadmills over here, nice towels, and complimentary bottles of water as well. I might just have one, I think, because that walk over here from the rooftop made me really thirsty. Up on the rooftop, which is the 7th floor, is the rooftop swimming pool. They've got some nice chairs along the outside, some cabanas, and from up here, it's actually a nice view of kind of all of downtown. It's pretty peaceful and tranquil up here. Great place to get away from the hustle and bustle if you're down in the streets down there. Just behind the swimming pool is the rooftop bar and the rooftop restaurant where the breakfast is served. Sure, this is a lot busier at some time other than 4 in the afternoon on a really cold day. Up here on the rooftop is where they serve breakfast. I was staying as a Diamond member, and the breakfast amenity was any item off the menu plus a hot drink and a cold drink. We had Eggs Benedict and Steak and Eggs. The Steak and Eggs was definitely the standout star. Eggs Benedict was good, a little too healthy though. And the view, great view of all of the Gaslamp district from up here, so I really enjoyed the breakfast. Now that we've seen everything around the hotel, let's check out one of the hotel rooms. This is room 657 on Andaz Suite on the 6th floor. Come on in, let me show you around the room. As you come on in the room, you enter into the living room portion of the room. This portion of the room has the sofa that you can sit around, relax. It has some nice artwork on the wall that's illuminated with some lights up there. It has a interesting glass table right here with some magazines, Esquire, Modern Luxury. The windows face into the courtyard, so there's not actually really much to see that way. I like it because that means it's quiet. There is a desk right here, which has an interesting kind of white leather chair. No drawers on the desk or places to plug anything in. That's interesting though that the lamp turned on just by touching it. That's kind of a neat touch. One of the things that's always interesting about Andaz is they're kind of funky, interesting hotels. There's a couple plugs underneath it, so you have to bend down and get to it. Flat panel television on the wall. Back here, as we came in the front door, there's the in-room closet. It is kind of a standard closet that's in a room. Fairly good size though. There's an iron and ironing board over here. And then if we come to this part of the room, something that's fairly unique about Andaz's is they often have a complimentary selection of snacks. This is the snack part of the mini bar. These things aren't complimentary, but there's a little wicker basket that has a chocolate, some chips, and a granola bar that is complimentary, which is very nice. There's a lot of things that aren't complimentary. There's some wine that's up there. Over here on this side, there's also some Patron, some vodka, and some Jack Daniels. This is a really impressive selection of drinks, I have to say. course, none of those happen to be free. Just below the alcohol selection is a Keurig coffee machine. There is a selection of complimentary coffees and teas. That's always nice to have in the room. And then right below that is the in-room mini bar for drinks. And in here, there's a selection of alcoholic selections, but there's also Pellegrino, bottled water, club soda, Coke, Pepsi, 7-Up, and orange juice. Those are all complimentary, so nice touch. Now that we're done with the living room portion, let me show you into the bedroom side of the room. Come on in this way through this little hallway. Actually, there's two ways you can come in. There's that hallway and there's one just on the other side. This has a big king-size bed, a couple pillows, and Topher found the Jack Daniel's whiskey. Topher, Jack Daniel's whiskey is not baby panda friendly. I'm gonna have to take that away from you for Papa later. All right, another interesting touch, there's kind of this cool Geneva radio with an interesting remote that I haven't quite figured out how to turn it on or where the on button is. Maybe the P button? No, I'm not sure. I'll probably have to study that a little bit more to figure out how to turn it on. But it looks cool. There's also a couple of earplugs in the room. These are my earplugs, of course, because they're yellow. And the card says, the gas lamp doesn't always have an off switch. Sleep well. If you have an exterior facing room, it can probably be pretty noisy on the weekends. This room faces the interior of the courtyard. It should be pretty quiet, so I don't think we're gonna need these earplugs. Actually, I can't hear anything else outside of me talking in this room. What else is interesting over here? There's another nightstand over here. I want to call your attention to this headboard on this bed. It goes all the way up to the ceiling. It makes me feel kind of like a, king in a French palace or something to have this thing that goes over the bed all the way. Back down here at floor level to the foot of the bed, there's this bench, television, and there's a couple drawers in this bench that you can put your stuff in. Okay, I will show you the final part of the room, which is the bathroom. The bathroom is behind this sliding white door. A lot of rooms in Andaz often hide, and when that's hidden, you might not even know there's a bathroom here. If we come on into the bathroom, there's a metal sink on a glass countertop. This has a very industrial kind of look to it. There's another mirror here that you can use if you're shaving or doing makeup. It illuminates, it comes out. It's very nice, very industrial look. The soap, it says lather on the soap, so you know that's soap. The other part of the bathroom is over this way. There is the shower that's in the room. It's a glassed-in enclosure. It has a handheld shower, selection of lather soaps. Interesting thing that's a part of this is here's my hand, here's glass, here's my hand that comes out this way over here. And it has a little towel hanging in it, so there's a little cutout there to hang your towel in, I think, so it doesn't get wet. And then just over here is the toilet that's in the bathroom. And it's a white toilet. It works. I always like hotels that have ice, and this hotel is unique. They don't have ice machines on the floor, but they have freezers that have pre-bagged ice. I've never had self-serve pre-bagged ice before. That's pretty neat. All right, it's that time of the video. It's time for us to do our review. So I always review rooms on the Topher scale. They're on a scale of 1 to 5 Tophers, and this room is going to get
3 Tophers.
3 Tophers. So let's talk about the pros and the cons. So the pros, this hotel has a really great location. It's in the middle of the Gaslamp district, particularly great if you're interested in a nightlife. A lot of the people on TripAdvisor, things like that, said they found this hotel to be noisy. I was in one of these interior rooms, and I actually found it to be really quiet. I didn't hear anything else except maybe one slight fire ambulance siren in the morning, but the night it was really quiet sleeping. All I could hear was the air conditioning. So that's a pro. Quiet, great location, and also the breakfast was really good. So we just got done with the breakfast at the Rooftop bar. If you're a Hyatt Diamond member or Hyatt Globalist, whatever their new level is of the program, you get free breakfast on the rooftop. Anything off the menu, we got the steak and eggs and the eggs Benedict. While the eggs Benedict was a healthy one, we weren't sure if it was going to be good because it had avocado and spinach. It was actually surprisingly tasty, and the steak and eggs quite delicious. There's a new steakhouse that's going to be opening here too. It's called STK. It's going to be opening downstairs, and I'm actually really quite looking forward to that. On the room service menu, you can also order filet mignon to your room. You don't see that in a lot of room service places, so that's pretty nice. The other cool part about the hotel, it has this really kind of funky vibe, so it's not your standard Marriott or business hotel. It seemed like a lot of the guests that were staying here when we were here were international guests, and I could see that as not wanting to stay in a typical business hotel. Okay, so now let's talk about the cons. While we actually really enjoyed staying at this hotel, we're going to compare it to the Grand Hyatt, the Manchester Grand, which is just about a half mile away on the harbor. So compared to that one, if these hotels are both the same room rate, this hotel doesn't have a view. That one's like 30 stories. Here, this is only 6 stories. The swimming pool here is really small. So if you're staying with a family, this might not be the best place to stay, also particularly because the valet parking is also $40 some a night, valet parking only, no self-parking option. I will say we were here on a weekend, and Sundays parking on the streets is free, so we parked right out in front of the hotel for free. There's also a parking garage called Park It on Market that you could stay at. But if these two hotels were the same price, the two hotels being the Hyatt Manchester Grand, which I have a review of as well in the review, or the Andaz, for my money, I think I would stay at the Hyatt Manchester Grand. Great views, self-parking, although the food there is not nearly as good as it is here, and I think the food is one of the reasons to definitely stay at the Andaz. So, if you're coming to San Diego and you like the nightlife, then definitely consider the Andaz. If you like views and like big swimming pools, then check out the Hyatt Manchester Grand. All right, if you like this video and you'd like to see more like it every Sunday, then please click on this yellow orb right here to subscribe, or check out some of these other videos. One of them is a review of the Hyatt Manchester Grand. One of them is also a review of the Park Hyatt up in Carlsbad, which is a Hyatt that has much more of a resort feel. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.